Hi guys, you are welcome to Mathematics 1. We will start with the unit number 1. Today we will see logic and sets. Okay, what is a set? Uh, a set is used to teaching accounting and solving problems that include notion of quantity. A set is a group of elements. Yeah, it's very useful to understanding and other topics like probability, sampling, etc. Okay, this is the formal definition: a group of elements defined and differentiated from a whole is called a set. For example, students enrolled in Mathematics 1 at the Venustiano Carranza High School. Okay, our school. All the students, all the name of students. Okay, the list of tasks submitted by a student on the Teams platform. For example, all your homework that you will send me is a set. Okay, the final evaluation of the Computer Science 2 of the summer course. Okay, all the evaluations, it's a set. Remember, a set is a group of elements. Okay, the nomenclature, what characteristics have a set. Okay, the elements must be grouped in a well-defined way. Okay, there can be no repetition of elements. For example, I don't know, if you will use the element number 1, the number 1 appears only one time. Okay, the order in which they are listed does not matter. Okay, for example, it's not important to be ordered. Yeah. Okay, representation of sets. The sets are assigned a name or a capital letter of the alphabet. Yeah, for example, here this is a set. They are using a capital letter A. Okay, equals to. The elements of a set are represented between braces separated by commas. Okay, like here, all the elements are between braces and separated by commas, and the items in the sets are represented by numbers, lowercase letters, symbols, etc. Okay, this is some samples here. For example, the set A, it's equals to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay, the set B, it's equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The set C, it's equals to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah. Okay. Here we will use two ways to describe a set. Okay. The first way, it's by extension. In that case, you will list all the elements of the set. Okay. For example, here the set A is about all the days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay. The set B is the numbers less than 10. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Here is only to understand that by extension you will list. Okay. The another way to represent a set is by comprehension. Okay, in that case you will create a sentence. Yeah, for example, here the set A. Yeah, X can be unnatural numbers. Okay, there are so many. You use that kind of representation when the elements are so many. Yeah. Another example here, the set B, it's equals to, it's a student of the Venustiano Carranza High School. There are so many students, so it's easiest that way to describe a set. Okay. Now we have two kinds of sets, finite and infinite set. Okay, why? Because the finite set is a relative short set. Yeah, for example, a finite set is when each of the elements can be counted. Okay, for example, here the set A is equals to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay, the set B is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now how it's an infinite set is when the last element, well, the last element of the set cannot be known. Okay, for example, here the set A is equals to the prime numbers. There are so many numbers, yeah, and the set B is the number of people per hour who connected to a social network. There are so many too, yeah, and that is a value that it's variable, yeah. Now the cardinality. Okay, the cardinality of a set is the number of elements of that set. For example, here, if you have that set A equals to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, the cardinality of the set A is equals to 8, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 elements of that set. Okay, another example, the set B is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so the cardinality of that set is 5. Okay, now we will see the empty and universal set. Okay, the empty set is about the set that doesn't have elements. Okay, it's different from the set that have 0. Okay, 0 is one element, but in that case empty set doesn't have any element. Okay, for example, here the set A, X are the students of the Venustiano Carranza High School over 20 years of age. Doesn't exist any student in our school over 20 years. Yeah. Set B, X are the assessments of Mathematics 1 subject greater than 100%. Doesn't exist a grade above 100. Yeah, it's an empty set. Okay, and you can use that symbol to represent the empty set. Okay, now the universal set is the total of the elements. You need to check for every situation what is the universal set, because it cannot be defined for all the sets. Yeah, so in every situation you need to define, or the problem or the situation need to define what is the universal set for that situation. Okay, for example, here the Arabic digits, it's defined by the set U equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, all the Arabic digits. Okay, now subset. What is a subset? Is a set, or is inside of another set. Yeah, you can use that symbol. Yeah, and is read is a subset of B, for example. Okay, if it's not a subset, you need to use that symbol, and reads B is not a subset of B. Yeah, how you know if a subset is a set is a subset of another set? Okay, we will see samples here. For example, we have that set the set A equals to 1, 2, 3, and the set B 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can say that A is a subset of B. Yeah, why? Because all the elements of A, yeah, are inside of the set B. So if every element of A are inside or are part of the set B, A is a subset of B. Yeah, another example here. If we have the set A equals to 0, 1, 2, and 3, and the set B equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, now if you check here, almost all the elements of A are inside of B, but one element is not an element of B. Yeah, so in that case we can say the A is not a subset of B, so you can write that. Okay, now you will send me the homework to complete that exercises, the number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Okay, how you will answer that? You will use a Word document like that. Okay, in that case you need to double click here and put your name here, then unit, this is the unit number 1, and the exercise number 1, 2, or 4. Okay, here complete the following sentences with the symbols. What it means? Remember, it means that element are inside of that set. Okay, for example here, 2 is not an element of that set. Why? Because inside of that set doesn't exist the number 2, so you need to use that symbol and underline it. Okay, for example, the next exercise, 5 are inside of that set. Yes, so it means that element are inside of that set. Yeah, okay, so you need to answer to the others. Okay, it's very easy. If you have problems to find that symbol in Word, you can use that tab, insert, and use symbol, more symbols, and look for that. Yeah, there are so many. You need to look for that symbol. Okay, now the exercise number 2. Define by extension each of the following sets. Okay, what is by extension? You need to list all the elements. So here, what is the answer here? Okay, what is the answer here? A equals to X is a letter of the word school, so it's S, C, H, and only one O. Yeah, remember, you cannot repeat element of a set. Okay, now the second one, B is equals to X is a digit of the number, so 4, 7, and 8. Okay, so you need to answer the others. Okay, then number 3, the exercise number 3, determine the cardinality of the following sets. Okay, so if you check here, yeah, is defined by comprehension. Yeah, so you need to use to express by extension first. Okay, so here, so yeah, what is the cardinality here? The cardinality of A, it's equals to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, this is the cardinality of that. So here the next exercise, x is a digit of the number, so what is the cardinality of the set B? It's equals 3. Okay, so you need to answer the anothers. And finally, which of the following sets are empty, finite, or infinite? So here, in the first case, that is finite. Why? Because it only have 3 elements. Yeah. The next one. Here what it means, the x is a natural number. Yeah, and you need to define what square number is equal 4. Here only exists one number, that the square of that number is 4. It's 2. It have only one element, so it's finite. Yeah, in that case, you remember is the symbol phi. What it means, that is empty. Yeah, so you need to define what kind of set exists in that samples. Okay, only a conclusion about that exercises. Okay guys, this is all for today. I will wait for your homework. See you.